doing up there, crazy? We got a train going by. I bet it's gonna be a long one. I seem to be making a habit of doing videos just as the color starts to hit the sky. That happens when sundown is like 4:45 or something. It's winter. We got some short days happening. They're starting to get longer. I don't mind the darkness too much. Hoot hoot. There is a trestle to cross down there, but it's really just like the entrance to a park. It's nothing major. Got a couple of those along here. Got a couple of them along all of here, because there's like riverside parks, but the train is like along the river, of course, so a lot of times they have to hoot hoot. So you're not here just to see the train, but you get an idea how long it is, because it's around in the bend way up there now, and we still haven't seen the end yet. I'm still not seeing the end. There's just coal after coal after coal coming through. Looks like coal might be fracking waste. Sorry to ruin the illusion. That's probably what it is. But let's look around the garden and then see how much of it stays while we're still looking. If I see the end of it, I'll peek. But I've been really eyeballing this. I really want to trench this, because there's a trench coming out the bottom end of the pond, as it were. And I want that to be a secondary overflow point that will bring it down into this system. Now, if you've been here a while, you might remember when this was an open trench. It is now a wood chip backfilled trench. I also transplanted some of these red twig dogwoods. Osier dogwood is the actual name, and they have doll's eye berries. And I should be able to start trimming these and getting cuttings off of them, because dogwoods are real good for cuttings. But I had two from seed. So you can see there's rather different genetics here, because this one's shorter and they're the same age, and that one's a lot taller. So it'll be nice to have the two different genetics. Oh, the tail end went. We missed it. It got quiet all of a sudden. The tail end's not quite under the bridge over there yet. It's like there. Okay. Got quiet all of a sudden. So, yeah. So that's something I really, really want to do. The pond's still doing pretty good. I had to replace the hose with another one of my hoses. I've got old hose that was leaking, and it was leaking water like here, which was getting back towards the house. So I replaced that with the black newer hose, which is longer because it's never been cut, so it's looped the whole way around and back and over. I might have to get a shorter hose, like I think this is like a 15 or 20 foot. I don't know. I'm actually not sure what length I'm even dealing with. But, so whenever the rain barrel overflows, fills the pond. Now, the pond, I'm starting to think that having one 4 or 5 inch hole right in the middle is not the safest idea. So since opening that up made it drain a little more anyway, I actually think come spring I'm gonna start expanding the deep part so that it's all of this, and then this is shallow to be able to like get in, basically. So I might put like a little bench here or something, because I would like to be able to like sit with my legs in, depending on how murky it ends up being. We'll find out. Looks like fun. Just need to get some life in there. I have duck potato seeds that once I'm done digging would be good to put in. It's nice seeing the little bit of color in the sky. I like that. So this is where, oh, there's a kitty on the sill. Let's go see the kitty on the sill. Come on. Huh? I don't want to let Randall out. Should we squish your head? Shall we squish you? It's kitty. Yes, kitty friend. You're up. Very up. We had to make a shelf for you so you would not stand there when the door was mostly closed and then fall on me. Hi, Schnags. So many Schnags. You can jump? You look like you might jump. No, you come back. It's your bum. Just your bum. Come on. Be cool. Oh, nice kitty. You was screaming for me, and when I go out, you're gonna start screaming again. My baby gargoyle. Hello, dear. Yeah, in the opening, the shelf wasn't there yet. Like, I have that intro, the shelf wasn't there yet, and they were just silly balancer. You going? I think I'm gonna go back out, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go back out. You can scream again. More screaming. More screaming, baby. Bye-bye. Okay, jumped. Okay, bye. All right, so that's the plan for the pond. This is new. This berm here and all these wood chips are new. This is another variety of mostly thornless. I'm hoping that mostly thornless will be less herbivore prone, but it's a mostly thornless raspberry that has really good taste to it that I took a branch from, and I'm hoping it'll root over the winter. I took down a decent amount of hedge, and now that they're a little more dried out, I am thinking of making these tall here, or maybe the other side. I don't know. I'm thinking of like stringing them up to the posts, but it's to let a little more light through for the apple. I did trim the apple. There used to be 3 branches going up. I need to do more trimming for the apple. I reduced how much trimming I did during the summer when I found out it needed more airflow because it had so many apples on it, and then they got all scabbed anyway, and I didn't end up getting any good apples off of it anyway. I had apple scab this year, and I hear that you can reduce the impact of that by introducing more airflow into the plant and putting high nitrogen mulch. Though I don't want to kill all of my Monarda, and I still do want to transplant my Prunus Besseyi so that it's next to the other one that I just finally got a mate for it. I like that this is an evergreen. This is cucumber magnolia. I've not been doing very good at transplanting as many things as I should, if I'm fully honest. There's plants here that never did get transplanted. Irk. The blackberries are doing great, but again, there's ones that I need to transplant out of that as well. Might wait till spring on that. I don't know. See, that's a tough thing, is our winters are so harsh that the soil freezes and thaws a lot, and it'll push a new plant right out the ground if you don't mulch it heavily enough. Look. That's a hawk that just landed in that tree. Did you see it? It's still up there, but there's a lot of leaves in the tree too. See it? See it? See it? See it? That's a hawk. The big hawk, too. Okay, good. I'm glad you saw it. So, the vining supports worked out really well. I'm not sure. Nothing's vining up that yet. I didn't plant anything to vine up that yet. So, that's not a surprise. But it's a thought process. Like, what am I going to plant there? More Polystaches beans, native kidney beans, native thicket bean, whatever you want to call them. Native plants have too many names. All of them do. And I still haven't gotten the sunchokes dug up yet. Probably could stand to do that soon. But they, I'm going to try and crawl past this. You see how there's just not much space now that the water barrel's here. Yeah, I did get the right kind of containers for fermenting them, like in bulk. So I'm ready to dig them now. I've also been interplanting tomatoes in my asparagus because I finally learned that tomatoes chase off asparagus beetle. Boom. So any of that tomato family stuff. And it worked. It did. So I'm very happy with that. I'll be interested to see whether my cherry is dead yet. It's been dying. I don't know if it's dead yet. A lot of the things I wanted to have grow, the seeds didn't take, unfortunately. I sure tried. I had to get the red buds out, too. Those are ready to be moved. Oh, and I still need to go get the red buds that have the yellow variant. I do. I need that. I started pulling out some of the bird compost there from the bucket in the middle and moving it around, getting things super fertile. And I did clean out underneath the birds again, and it's been like a week and it's already pretty thick, but that's at least cleaner. And I ended up burying it. It's actually back. We walked over it. I'm just trying to get all the fertility into the ground, you know. We heard the kitten screaming at us again. You heard it? But, yeah, these two boxes that are pinned down by rocks are the boxes that were collecting the bird poo. And I think it's far enough away from the base of any plant that it'll compost on the path. And eventually I'm going to bring through wood chips and pile it in again. But for now, I think it's a real good start. Wow, look at the color over there. That's a nice skyline, huh? And then we have this. I'm hoping that having all of these... Oh, where'd they go? They're starting to go dormant? They're not supposed to go dormant. Maybe they're not doing okay. I'm hoping that the northern bayberry will take really well, which I'm a little discouraged looking right now because they either went dormant or they're starting to die. But I'm hoping the northern bayberry will take really well right here because it would reduce my need for fencing. This plum is apparently a deer treat, which is pretty annoying to me. The ones over here are still doing good. See? But I see a couple of leaves like that on these, and they're definitely not doing as good. This is supposed to be the male. So I can see right there, I think? Yeah, right there. There's a leaf, and that is the only northern bayberry leaf I see right now in this section. And there's like 3 different places I put northern bayberry cuttings in. I put a lot more of the cucumber magnolia seeds in under these screens. I use the screens, which don't buy new screens. Either go to a reuse store or look for them in the trash. If you're near any collegiate areas, you will find screen pieces in the trash more often than the kids should put them there because they just don't know what to do and they end up pitching them. But that's how I get these, is out of collegiate area trash. And I planted a whole bunch of the cucumber magnolia seeds here. I just harvest them off of city trees because they have a dwarf variety in city trees, and I guess I'll just find out how big the from seed variety is because it might go back to its original, like I'm a frickin' 100-foot tall tree kind of thing. Hopefully it'll deal well with being coppiced. If so, I'd like to get some sort of tree in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. As a lot of the things that I grow, they want more shade than I have, which is pretty wild, huh? And I'd also really like to replace all of this Chinese privet slowly with a bunch of hazelnut. The green alder's getting nipped. Or is that my trim points? But seems like it's doing okay. They're still there. That's good. And then these are the blackberries that I need to transplant. Because they just arc down and then this is called tip layering, where there's a root at the tip where it touches. So I need to cut those and plot them like I did with these. These probably wouldn't be fully dormant if I hadn't accidentally let the gate open and the bunnies hadn't had a heyday. But yeah, so there's just 2. This one got 8. There's 2 different tip layers going right now. No, there are 3. Here's the last one. I thought I had 3 more to go. Yeah. And then all these branches that I cut. This is part of the apple tree here. More northern bayberry. It might just be variety, because the really short variety that I plucked from seems to be keeping its leaves a little better than the tall variety I did. Yeah. We'll go out to the cliff. Gotta make our way through these trimmings, because I still haven't figured out what I'm doing with these branches. I did use the tips of the branches pretty much right away, and I hope they don't root, to protect, hopefully, rather than put in fencing around them. I put in privet branches around my hazelnuts, because that should prickle the bunnies enough that they probably won't want to eat them. There should be one right here, but I think the whatever has killed this whole hedge has also killed the one that was right here. Could be wrong. It might still be there, but nah, it's not. I put in the honey locust there. We'll see if I end up regretting it. I should probably come through and twist these from time to time so they don't produce roots, you know. But that's the hazelnut, and it's surrounded by prickly branches. So that's the work I've gotten done during this week. There's another one, see? That one didn't get protection. Oop. Oop, oop. That's the work I've got done. I didn't get anything done down the hill again. Yet again, did not get anything done down the hill. But I did get some bathroom work done. With some drywall laying in the bathroom, so it'll have walls again. It has gotten a little drafty there without only having an exterior wall, but it's a heated bathroom now, so it's safe enough. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. You can see part of the lower tier walkways there, and the second stairwell's right through here. And then there's a lower tier here, and then there's an even lower tier there. Yeah, so that's what's up. And then that even lower tier, if you keep going, there's a way to get all the way to the landslide down there, which my ankles have been weak this year, so we did not go over to the landslide at all this year, and I apologize for that. I hope we'll get there again soon. My ankles just need to be stronger. They really do. Yerp, yerp. So, I hope you're having a really good day. Even though the sun sets back there almost exactly behind us, there's a lot more color on this side than the area where it actually sets. Isn't that interesting? Because that right there, that's where it sets, and then the color starts over here. Well, anyhow, hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you so much for visiting the cliffside. And this has been Permaculture. Take care. Bye.